We're here at Ariels Barbershop. We're talking about being an immigrant in the USA 2020, or what is an immigrant in 2020 in the USA. Because when we think about it, you got all these protests going on right now, Black Lives Matter, worried about brown and black people rioting, protesting about injustice. Where do we really stand as a black and brown community? Now, just my opinion, I'm here with some people. They look, we're all similar. I'm a little darker than my brother over here, but we're all brown and black-skinned people. And we face a different set of circumstances every day when we get up in the United States. Some of us may have been born here, but because of our heritage, you might be Hispanic, you may be African, something to that nature, you're still regarded as an immigrant if you were born here. Because if you look right now with the election that's going on, they talk about the black and brown vote, but they don't really express the fact of what that vote is. There's a large Hispanic population in the United States. How well are they represented? Are they counted? And the way how they do these things is by misrepresentation. See, we forget with COVID-19 going on and everything was shut down, the brown skin and dark skinned people were still picking the vegetables, still loading and packing your stuff, bringing it to Walmart, putting it on shelves. Nobody talked about that. But yet, when we discuss immigration in the United States, we always say that these black and brown people are coming to this country to take somebody's job. Whose job are we really taking? See, I was born here a long time ago, and when I came here, immigration was a little bit different. You got a visa, you came here. I came to the United States. You may overstay your visa in hopes of getting citizenship. The travels have become different now because the climate's different. You have political parties that suggest what an immigrant is and how an immigrant lives and how they exist in the United States and what's their opportunities and what opportunities should be given to them. And we forget that 90% of the people that are in the United States now, I can't say comfortably those numbers, but their family immigrated from somewhere else. But yet these people will still claim this to be their birthright and their country and declare that anybody else that comes here as an immigrant doesn't have the same rights that their family did as they went through the immigration process and became American citizens by having children here or raising a family here. But I could be wrong, but does that sound correct to you? I mean, you're a business owner here, and people don't realize how much you have to go through just to maintain a business in this climate because you're a brown-skinned person. Some people don't think that makes a difference. Business is business. But unfortunately, growing up in Rhode Island, we understand it's not what you know, it's who you know. And the United States has built themselves on this ideal of, I might be better than you because I look different. And the best part about coming here was being different and being able to blend in with a multicultural community. But we forgot about the small guy. Everybody doesn't want to hear about the guy that has to do the real work. The only one that's complaining is the ones in the suits and the fancy dresses that call themselves government officials that claim they have our best interest in heart. But do they really? Because if you think about it, they claim that most of the urban communities are not thriving. Are they really checking the numbers? Do they understand what it is to get an education being brown or black in this country? You have to step back and think about it. It's always against us. Larger classrooms, tough learning environment, We have teachers that are unfortunately put in these situations and then they don't want to teach. They'll throw an education at you, but they don't really teach a lesson anymore because they just don't have the time and the capability to do that because they're fighting a losing battle. And I feel sorry for them on one extent, but a job is a job. The same way he has to come here, open up his door and provide food on the table for his family, a roof over their head, and an opportunity to grow in the United States, he's got to do the right thing. But it's getting harder and harder as a brown or a black person in the United States to do this. And I'm not trying to ask for anybody's help. I'm just saying that we need to make sure that it's fair for everybody. So when I walk into a building and I need to get certification or my man needs to get a license, we shouldn't be put in a position where it's a minority-owned business. It should be put in a position where it's a business but it's owned by a minority, correct? So you'll be treated in the same fashion that everybody else that walks in the door that may not look like you will get treated. We have to realize in order for this United States to become united, we need everybody to be able to have the same and be afforded the same opportunities, education, housing, healthcare. When we forget that and we tend to lead people to the side, remember this was a country that built itself on helping people, but yet its dark history shows how many people it didn't help and displace. So we need to come to terms with that, have conversations how to make it better so that when we do go to do business or get an education in this country, my child as well as your child will be able to say that we had an opportunity. But that's just my opinion. Once again, I'm over here at Ariels Barbershop. We usually sit here, chop it up, discuss life, whatever it may be at the time, music, sports. Today it's an immigrant. Think about it. We'll get back to you. They want us to always look to them for permission to do something. You understand what I mean? So if you're a second class, you have to go and ask, and at the time it was the master, can I do this? Can I get a piece of property? Can I build a shed over there so me and my family can sleep and get out of the cold and the rain and stuff like that? But we don't understand all these things because, unfortunately, you know, your parents, my parents, they came here after suffering, doing what they had to do so that we could enjoy this shit. You know what I mean?